Hey, 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 welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I'm going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. Capricorn, I know you about the business. You're not messing around. I asked the energy what this reading is going to be about. Someone's been watching you, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. As I'm messing around saying, someone's been watching you, I'm told to look down at the deck that I just cut. The bottom of the card. Okay, that's freaky. That's freaky. Okay, let's just pull you guys some cards already. Let's pull us some cards because now I'm weirded out. Definitely weirded out. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Thank you. Ah! Half my deck fell. Well, I'll just throw the whole deck down there. We'll use a different deck. Bastardo, how dare you fall like that? Anyways, Capricorn, that can't stop us. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Someone's been watching us. When are they not? I don't know who it is. I'm just kind of going with the flow of whatever it is. Oh, let's pull this deck to replace the deck that fell. All right. Well, this is not looking too bad. Someone's definitely watching for sure. Oh, okay. All right. Final deck that I'm going to be pulling from for Capricorn. Have you been having that feeling too? Oh, I feel like someone's watching me. I feel like there's 10 of them watching me right now. I'm joking. I don't know if someone's watching me, nor do I care. I'm kind of just like, okay, I guess. I don't know why you want to, but I guess. Okay. Okay, this is getting real interesting real quick. All right. So we have card number 14, the curse. Girl, what's going on? Why is your mouth covered? You got a coochie cooch on your forehead. Where's the book? It looks like yeah. It looks like something on the forehead. To me, this looks like you're kind of being silenced, or maybe 88% at 624. 8, 6 plus 2 is 8, and then 4. So to me, what this card really looks like is either you're being silenced because, you know, someone else is trying to keep you quiet, or it's you keeping yourself quiet, like you're kind of withdrawing into yourself. Okay. I think for many Capricorns, it's more of you choosing to kind of pull back from relationships, friendships, work stuff, whatever it is, and just quieting yourself down. Okay. I don't know. When Capricorns get quiet, it gets kind of scary. Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? All right. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that's playing out in your life can heal it. So maybe for some Capricorns, what's going on is previous life karma is coming back, rising back up to the surface to finally be cleared out. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not something where you should make the assumption like I probably murdered this person in a previous life, and so now we're interacting because they need to murder me. No, no. Sometimes you need that interaction to give you a different aspect. So if it was a very negative interaction in a previous life and it's rising back up in this life, maybe it's so both of you can choose to keep it as a positive type of interaction, not to ignore each other's faults, shortcomings, offensive things. No, it's to keep it more like, hey, you know, this is what's going on. This is how I feel about what you did. And, you know, let's talk about it. So again, a lot of quiet that's going on. Things need to be talked about. Okay. You have to recognize the root causation of your withdrawing and address it. So let's see. Ugh. All right. Card number 10, assurance. This is your higher self assuring you that whatever you choose to do right now, whether you talk about it or not talk about it, it's no matter what, it's going to lead to your growth. All right. Don't be afraid to take steps forward. Sometimes we're afraid to step forward because we recognize we're in that seedling phase where we're newly planted and, you know, sprouting, and seedlings are delicate. The parts that are above the ground are delicate, but for some plants, like a Capricorn plant, your roots are very deep. They could do whatever to the top. The roots are really deep, and you're going to continue to regrow. This is why it's so difficult to take on a Capricorn. Okay. Card number 29, fifth house, creativity. And this kind of goes along with the curse card, where because of the limiting beliefs, the energies that are causing you to be confined in some way, your creativity is really suffering. Okay. You need to clear whatever this karmic load is so you can allow more of that creative energy to flow through. If you don't, then all the different aspects of your life will definitely be affected. If you do, then that creative flow brings with it, right behind the creativity, comes the abundance. Okay. If you can get creative in your life circumstance, this is beyond business. If you can get creative in your life circumstance, you don't stay limited to that particular circumstance. You can figure out a way to juke and jive up, just side to side, side to side. Okay. This looks like a lot of shit going on. I feel like it. It feels like worlds are about to be shook up. 7 of Swords in reverse. Arguments. Uncertain counselor advice. Circumspection. Slander. So there it is. There it is. It's seeming like, Capricorn, you're exhausted. You're tired of the drama, and that's probably why you've decided to just retreat. It doesn't necessarily mean drama has to happen, but if you're not going to begin communicating, if you're not going to begin allowing yourself to grow through communication, then really it's just going to lead to drama. Okay. It's going to lead to a lot of shit talking, which they love to talk shit about Capricorn anyways, because they can't take that we cut you with our words. As my son says, are you a bad word sayer? You a bad word sayer? Yes, son. I'm a bad word sayer. I'm sorry. All right. Card number 16, I feel. What do you feel? Capricorn doesn't really like to talk about their feelings. What do you feel? Maybe you have to have at least a conversation within yourself about what you're feeling regarding whatever circumstance it is, and just allow yourself to begin processing, okay? I'm told to pull out. Let's see. Your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. Rely upon the wisdom of what you feel right now. Individuals, no. Cancers are reclusive and they tend to hide their feelings and have alternating moods. So there you go again. It's that pulling away, pulling back, not discussing how you're feeling, not being open when addressing the things that are actually bothering you. You have to be open to addressing them, because if you don't, then it just continues to fester. Okay. We also have, let's see, the Empress in reverse, feminine progress, fruitfulness. Wait, no. Lack of interest, lack of concentration. Ooh, infidelity. What the hell does that mean? Infertility. I think for Capricorn, this has to do with the limitations are going to cause you to really struggle with the rebirthing process. If you're infertile, how are you going to give birth, right? So I think this is touching on, for some, it might be full-on literal meaning of the stress and all the changes in your hormones from that stress is affecting your ability to become fertile. For most, I feel like this has more to do with you struggling to rebirth yourself. Okay. If things are not in balance, because the body really, it needs to have a very delicate balance in place in order for all the organ systems to work the way they should. And so if things are out of balance in your life, especially stress type stuff, if you're not taking care of yourself, and that's kind of the feeling, a lack of taking care of self, then it really affects your ability to reproduce. Okay. So card number 36, middle world. Right now, what you're primarily focused on is the world you're existing within. So and this card came up in the last reading. Some ancient cultures believe that there are three worlds: the upper world, the middle world, and the lower world. The upper world are where all the etheric, angelic, other types of beings exist. The middle world is where everything living, everything incarnate lives. The animals, the plants, the humans, all of that. And the lower world is the lower world. I don't want to get into the lower world. So you're mainly focused on this middle world. What this has to do with is allowing some of the balance to reoccur. Okay. You can't just be all spiritual. You can't just be all lower human-based, human need based. You can't be driven by just survival. I don't know why this is so hard to say. You can't be driven by just the need to survive. You have to begin choosing different options to manifest that go beyond just survival. You're needing to thrive. All right. You're needing to really begin existing in the full scope of who and what you are. And you can't do that as long as you're not allowing yourself to feel, as long as you're not allowing yourself to really be immersed in whatever it is that's before you. You're not going to notice who's watching you. And part of me wonders, whoever's watching, are they watching because they're like secretly in love with you and they just can't get enough of you? Or are they watching because they're waiting for you to fail? I mean, that's messed up. But for some of us, I think that might be what's actually going on, that we're being watched because we can't really be tripped up and stay down. We keep getting back up. We keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And I mean, I don't know if you've ever, for those who are cross-watching, I don't know if you've ever argued with a Capricorn. You probably have if you're cross-watching. How'd that work for you? And so that gets frustrating. But why would you want to even tear someone down? You know, typically, all the Capricorns that I know, they don't really just word vomit their opinions, you have to trigger them. And once you trigger them, good luck with that shit. How'd that work out for you? I'm just saying, this is how I know my Capricorn people to be. Just saying. So card number 15, Freya, radical acceptance. You have to just accept yourself for who you are. Even that response of like, once you're triggered, you just gonna tear shit down. You don't give a damn. They should have triggered you. Accept that about yourself. Because really, for many of the Capricorns that I know, I'm trying to think of exceptions, and I don't know. I'm sure there are, but I don't personally know any Capricorns that are an exception to this rule. You have to try really, really hard, really, really hard, go really out of your way to trigger them. So by the time they're triggered, you've earned that shit. They're going to go balls to the wall as they fillet your ass before they fry you. So I'm just saying, who's really fucked up? Capricorn gets this, raw deal of, oh, Capricorns are assholes. Yeah, because why though? And that's the thing. People, oh, shoot. For some of you, this is someone that has really, they fucked up. That's their bad. There's the Capricorn in me coming out. That's their bad. They fucked up. That was their choice. So, ooh, this ties in. Calm down, girl. You're starting to gag. You're so like, I'm all personally triggered. So what I suddenly got was that for some, the person that's watching is an individual who was really, really digging you. And then they tried to make a power play. Trying to make a power play with a Capricorn. You lost your caca-ass mind. They tried to make a power play and they tried to do some ultimatums. They tried to withhold themselves. And you're like, be gone then. Fucking Frodo, be gone, Frodo. Take that ring to Mordor. I ain't following your ass through all that shit. I'm just saying that's so that's Capricorn. Fuck out of here, Frodo. I think that's what happened. And then Frodo tried to come back. My precious. I have the precious for you, my precious. Out of here. That shit don't even fit my hand. Demonic shit attached to it. What you trying to give me secondhand shit? Okay, let me just calm down, inner Capricorn. So I think that's what's going on for some of us. Someone jilted you and you're like, fuck that shit, I'm out. And then they're like, oh, well, shit. I wasn't expecting that. And they're trying to find some chinks in your armor to get back in. Oh, okay. There's some shit about to go down. It's about to go down. Card number 29, soul retrieval. You're going through a metamorphosis. And this metamorphosis, I'm all woke now. I'm all awake now. No coffee even. This soul retrieval, this metamorphosis that you're going through is just so ridiculously irresistible to this individual. They're like, oh my God, my goddess is blossoming. I want me a piece of that. No, motherfucker. No. Frodo, go about your mission. Walk your big ass hobbit feet to Mordor. Do your thing at Mordor. Oh, well, shit. Michael. Okay, so Michael, I was talking shit and I was like, walk your big ass feet to Mordor. And then Michael is like, it's funny you say that because Capricorn are sure-footed. They're very at home. card number 21, home. They're very at home in rugged terrain. What the fuck is Mordor? Rugged terrain. They need you. This is a soul connection. They need you and your sure-footedness as they traverse through their freaking inner Mordor. Capricorn, y'all know how to choose them. So, oh, this is huge. This is actually very huge. So they're needing you to allow them back in, and you have a choice. You can choose for yourself, Capricorn. You don't need to deal with that bullshit of like, you have no choice. You have no. Yes, they need you. Okay. They need you more than you need them. And they keep watching because guess what? You feel like home. You're sure-footed. You can handle their inner Mordor. Pluto, from what I read in another book. Oh no, it's in this book, the book for this. Pluto is the higher aspect of Mars. So this is like war games. It's like war games, but on a much more civilized level. So they fucked up. They miscalculated. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't fuck with Capricorn unless you got all your ducks in a row, calculated on your abacus, and then brought out your fucking Texas Instrument calculator to verify the abacus was correct. You can't play that kind of shit game with Capricorn. You need an abacus and you need a Texas Instrument calculator. You also need a calculus fucking tutor because you miscalculated this shit. Now you need Capricorn back. Okay, well, you played your fucking game. Sorry, cross watchers. I'm being. That's just offensive. That kind of language is offensive. I don't care how sweet you are to me. You're fucking out, bro. Anyways, whether I'm hetero, LGBTQFG, whatever the fuck LGBT is now, don't use that kind of language on my live streams. We will not, me and all my fucking attitudes will not tolerate that bigotry. I want to make that shit clear. We will not tolerate bigotry here. Me and all my fucking attitudes will not tolerate that shit. Anyways, so this is like a more civilized form of warfare. You don't have to war though, okay? This is about transformation. This is about exiting that way of being and allowing yourself to really just flow. If this is a connection that needs to occur, it's probably going to benefit you as well. It's going to probably add to your own transformation. So soul retrieval, they probably have aspects, fractals of components that you need for your own journey because you have a karmic tie with them. It seems like you're calling back all your pieces and they have some pieces and that's why they're back. Here we go. Tower in reverse. Okay. Tower in reverse. So, I'm real riled up by that shit, dude. Okay. Just calm myself down. Just calm myself down. The Tower in reverse. Continued oppression, living in a rut, entrapment in an unhappy situation. So if you limit yourself and don't allow yourself to experience whatever experience is being brought to your door by this cross watcher, this watcher period, it might be something that doesn't really work in your favor. Okay, that's a feeling that I get. Hold on. Okay, so it's True to Capricorn form, it seems like many of us are going to choose to drag this out because we have a little bit of a stubborn streak, which is fine. Capricorn's not the only one that gets stubborn. Because of that little bit of stubborn streak and resistance, we might be forced by our higher selves, no one else but our higher selves, but we might be forced by our higher selves to fall on our ass a few times just to let us know we're not as sure-footed as we think. Don't get cocky on that journey, which I experience all the time. I experience that all the time. I definitely fall on my ass quite a bit. And every time I fall on my ass, it grows me in a much more profound way. All right. So kind of just rest assured that all of this is going to grow you. It's going to benefit you in the end. You might have a new friend. Frodo might be your friend after all. I don't know. As long as he's not bringing Samwise Gamgee, because this is not a third party circumstance. I'm just saying, we're not into third party circumstances. I'm totally spiritually monogamous to my path. I'm not trying to dabble in other paths. So yeah, Capricorn, make sure you really understand where your fears are rooted when it comes to this interaction with the other individual. Just really make sure of it. Make sure you understand and that your decisions aren't based in fear. It's okay to feel afraid, and you don't have to shout from the mountaintops that you feel afraid. It's okay to feel afraid, but what's not okay is to allow that fear to limit you and cripple you. You have to continue pushing through. And honestly, bravery and courage is not the absence of fear. It's your chosen response when fear is present. And if you notice, when the fear is even more elevated, that's directly tied to even higher levels of bravery and courage. When you choose to continue to push forward, those are higher levels of bravery and courage. Okay? It's okay to feel afraid. It's okay to hesitate a little bit, but it's not okay to just completely cripple yourself. Okay, I'm told to pull one more card. Yeah. All right. Ooh. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I just get bamboozled when I'm told, excuse me, pull one more card. You just need one more card. I didn't even know you had that type of card in this deck. Had I known. Okay, hold on. See what I'm saying? So, as we were talking about Frodo, y'all are into hobbits, is what it is. This card, I cut the deck and I was told to look down, and that's the card. Okay, card number 57, Lovers. And it's tied to the soul retrieval. This soul retrieval card, remember I was saying they have aspects of you, and it's also tied to the feeling of home and your need to radically accept this connection, which I don't like you telling me what to do. Yes, it's love. It drives you forward and pulls you back to your heart. It makes the mind mad with misunderstanding and breaks it open into enlightened compassion. It is love. Your yearning heart shall have it. Your destiny is to be the lover of your beloved. This oracle brings a message of love, love, love. It's finding you now. Be open to it in all its forms. Be the god and goddess of love and paint the town red. Play in passionate embrace with life as your lover and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you're capable of handling. I'm not going to make that joke because it's wildly inappropriate. Love is a magic word that holds the universe together. It's both an emotion and something I I can't say the word. That lives like a fire's glow, or the pink light on the clouds after the sun has set. It's alive and yet indefinable. It causes the heart to beat more rapidly, feelings to show, and young people to write, sing, dance, and become totally immersed in its hold. Love can beckon coyly or flaunt itself with wanton abandon. Love can live and grow seemingly forever or vanish in a fleeting moment when we least suspect. And in the twilight of our years, reflecting on the life we have lived, it's love which colors every turn and twist of our memory. And when we pass from this earthly plane, it will be love that will light our soul on its journey home. Oh, well, that's beautiful. And then I pulled a second card. Card number 21. You want me to tell you the joke? You can't. Card number 21. She is the moon. The light of the moon ebbs and flows. The wisdom of patience is not about waiting around for something to happen, rather than getting up and getting it done. The wisdom of patience is that the gardener who consults the lunar calendar, the right timing promoting growth, planting when there's fertile soil, and allowing the soil to rest and replenish when it needs to. You are being asked to check in with your timing. Is now the time for action or for rest? It can change quickly, just like the phases of the moon. If you are unsure, that's okay too. Perhaps you're waiting for more light to reveal the way. As the moon grows full, all things come in time. Your message comes through this oracle. Your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or is happening quickly and you're unsure if you're really ready, be assured all is well. Assurance. If something's not clear to you and you'd like to know more, the clarity you seek will come to you. Don't worry. Don't try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. Radical acceptance. You are moving and growing, and all is well. Soon you'll see that for yourself, just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the midst of the deepest night. These moments are precious, like jewels on the crown of life. They beckon my heart, forming memories that sparkle with joy, and like the longing of a sweet caress, they draw me near, melting into one, showing what is possible on the journey of life, waiting for the seasons change. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It seems like things are going to be changing for Capricorn quite a bit over the next few weeks. If it's not already started, it's definitely going to begin. These different cycles that we're entering are all for our growth. No one gets to control you. Okay. You know that. I know that. People who have tried to control you know that. It's just a matter of you really allowing yourself to flow with the journey that's your life. Okay. I hope this gives you clarity. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Also, I do want to reiterate before I go, I have no problem with bad word sayers, like cuss all you want, I don't care, whatever. But the moment you begin to use terms that are derogatory, whether it be a racial slur, one aimed at gender, sexual preference, any of that, you get cut the fuck out, because I'm not tolerating any of that shit. Okay? No, I'm not tolerating any of that shit. I don't give a damn how sweet you are to me. Everyone who joins me on my live streams is an extension of me. You disrespect someone on my live stream, it is a direct disrespect to me. I will not tolerate that shit. So that's my soapbox announcement for the day. Love you guys. See you again very soon. Bye.